Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash. It's Serie A. It's the last week. And if I look a little bit nervous, it's because of that plus 600 ticket I've got with Milan to finish in the top three. But the big problem I've got is they play Atalanta. So now the only way I could possibly hedge, and I do like to hedge if it's the right thing to do, is go double chance. And there's no value in it. The draw's no good to me. And I've got Napoli and I've got Juve now breathing down my neck. So I've got the two madmen for the final time this season. It's going to be sad. Unless...
For the final time in Italy, Serie A. For the final time, Serie A.
I know, it's the final game of Serie A. But if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means I'll notify you that you can see these two nutcases again in a couple of hours when we go to Germany for the Bundesliga, for the final day of their season as well. Also, press a thumbs up, press the link in the description. It will take you over to all the articles wrote by Tan or Alex or Martin. For every video we cover on SBR is accompanied by an article. And some videos or some sports that we don't cover on video, they have articles as well. Good morning, Alex. And it feels weird to be back in the studio.
Guten Morgen. I know, Guten Morgen is in...
Do Milan get the result?
No! Guten Morgen is in Bundesliga. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's German. Yeah, I forgot that I know how to say good morning in German also. That's about it. And Bundesliga. Unfortunately, I have bad news for you, Flash. Unfortunately. I don't think that with AC Milan will end in top 4.
Tan. Please, Tan, lie if you have to.
You want to know? Something that can.
Well, of course I want to know. What do you mean you're going to sit there for an hour and say nothing?
Of course I want to know.
Do Milan get to top 3?
We lost him.
Oh my God! No. I mean, I'm like that. Oh, can't. Listen, get yourselves in the chat. You know the score. We want Milan to finish in the top 3. We said all season that we wanted them to be in the top 3. Now there's only 3 points that cover 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. While we try and get Tancredi back.
It's crazy, Flash, the way that AC Milan played against Torino and the way that they played against Cagliari. The difference in terms of approaching and the desire, the skills, the mood of playing, I don't know. It was 0 against Cagliari. It looked like it's a vacation match. It looked like it's a match where they want everything to be finished quick, and to get on with it.
Yeah, but there was no desperation, Alex. There was no desperation. I mean, it was driving me mad.
Zero desperation, and the problem is that Atalanta right now. Okay, you have a plus here. On the plus side, let's say, Atalanta lost the cup final against Juventus. They will want probably to leave Juventus out of the Champions League and help Milan. Let's say help Milan, but we will not see a game that they will help Milan. We will see a game where they will play a little bit more relaxed. But will Milan have the power to overcome that and bring back that desperation and bring back that football? I don't know. It's very weird. This is why I skipped this game.
Tan, what's the head-to-head like with Atalanta and Juve?
I don't know until which point you heard me. And was a problem from my or your side?
Well, of course, it's never us, is it?
Never us.
So you didn't hear anything of what I said? I was speaking Romanian, Alex. So you didn't hear anything of what I said? I kept blabbing on and on about this unbelievable story, but you never heard anything of what I said.
No, we heard it all. We don't need to go over it again. We heard it all.
Please go over it again, because I'm very interested in hearing.
No, yeah, basically,
please go over it again, because Alex is very tired and you'll send him to sleep.
No, basically, the thing that made me believe that, I don't know in which way, but in some way Milan would make it, is that out of 88 Serie A seasons that have been played with the table format, so not with playoff and in that way, but just with table format. Out of 88 seasons in that way, 87 times the team that won at the middle of the season, that was at the top of the table and middle of the season, that was crowned, as we say in Italy, winter champions, then finished in the top 4. 87 times out of 88. So I said, even if Milan pull a disaster, they have 99% of chances to end in the top 4. It's impossible they fall out and don't go to Champions League. And I can't believe it will happen again. The only time it happened, it was in 1935, something like that. And that's the thing on which I'm hanging on, because on the other side, we will talk later when we talk about Atalanta Milan, but on the other side, this is really dramatic for Milan. Really dramatic.
Okay, so what's the head-to-head like with Atalanta and Juve? So if Milan win and Juve win, can Juve go above Atalanta?
No.
No, Atalanta are already in Champions League.
Yes.
Atalanta.
No, that's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. I'm not interested in this Champions League nonsense. I'm only interested in top 3. So the head-to-head between Atalanta and Juve.
Okay,
yes, they are
but why would you be interested?
One draw and one win from Atalanta in the head.
Why
Perfect.
Flash?
That's all I was asking.
But why, Flash, are you interested in top 3 and not top 4?
Well, because I've got plus 600 about Milan being in the top 3.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm going to be over the moon. They get Champions League place, but they come 4th.
Juventus are behind in the head-to-head of every other opponent.
Good.
They are behind Atalanta, behind Milan, and behind Napoli.
Yeah, well, it ain't going to come down to that because a draw's no good for Milan. Right, let's kick off because my banker is in the first game. Very, very impressed with these. I'm going to come to you first then. I'm going to come to Tan because the second game is obviously the shirt that Alex and I are wearing. So it's Cagliari plus 105, banker. Draw plus 270, Genoa plus 280. Tan, unbelievably impressed with the way that this manager has gone into Cagliari and got them to put their foot on the gas, not come off, not feel sorry for themselves. There's a togetherness, and I think they absolutely crush a Genoa side that are not really going to offer much resistance.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, what is 5 or 6 results in a row, positive results in a row. The streak.
Yeah, but it's the manner, Tan. It's the manner in which they've done that.
Yeah, but even 7, the moment, 7. So 7 means that they didn't have such a streak since 1 year and a half. But it's even the moment because the Genoa too also did the same. But when Genoa did it, it was back in December, January. They had plenty of time still. Cagliari did really at the last good stop to save their back. And even the fact that they held Milan was a great demonstration of professionality. Just think about this situation. Benevento drew with Crotone. That meant that Cagliari were automatically safe and only Torino risked to be relegated. Now no more after Torino drew with Lazio. Cagliari had to play 4 hours later with Milan. They get the news. They celebrate in the hotel in Milan. They drink beer and everything. Still, they go out in San Siro 2 hours later and they hold Milan and they risk to miss up all the season. Great professionality. And I think Cagliari will want to celebrate in style these.
Let me ask you, Tan, here. What do you think that it was impressive the way that Cagliari held Milan to a draw, or the pathetic way that Milan played after that 7-0 against Torino with no clue, no desire, no desperation, no nothing?
Surely both of them. But anyway, you needed someone to play. If Cagliari would just go there to stroll around, Milan, one way or another, would find a way to score. But the thing was that they found a team that didn't want to lose. So maybe they didn't expect it. Possibly they shit in their pants, whatever. But still, there was a team that played seriously. And that was maybe what Milan was not expecting. Anyway, I think that Cagliari will want to celebrate fully and totally in style this achievement, and so plus 100.05 on Cagliari to win for me is good enough.
Yeah, it was, Alex, it was the shape, and it was also the determination and drive of the coach on the sideline. With 15 minutes to go, you would have thought that Cagliari needed a draw or a win to go into a Champions League place. It was that intense. And I absolutely love that. And I feel as if it's a Cagliari are going to want to go out, forget about everything's gone on, apart from the last 6-7 weeks. And I just see that there's going to be no resistance. And at plus 105, I've just made it my banker.
I think that it will be a resistance. I hope that it will be a resistance. I liked Genoa against Atalanta, even though they lost 4-3. They played really good in the second half. Yes, in the first one, I don't know. Please answer if it's something urgent. If it's something urgent, please answer your phone.
Or whose phone's ringing?
I
can't hear no phone
ringing. I don't
ringing.
know. It was a phone ringing. I don't know.
No.
I'm on my phone. So.
Okay, so I like the desire. I like the way that they played, at least in the second half. In the first half, yes, Atalanta battered them. They played their style and everything. But let's not forget that, yes, they lost 3 of the last 5. But one was against Atalanta, the other one was against Sassuolo, and the third one was against Lazio. In each of them, they scored. In each of them, they lost by 1 goal. But after that, they easily beat Spezia and Bologna, even though they were safe already. They escaped relegation some time ago. I really like this Genoa side, and I think that Cagliari will enter this match a bit more relaxed, and the draw will be perfect for everyone. Everyone will celebrate the end of the season. Cagliari with the 8th positive result in a row. A very good performance under the new coach. So I think that the value is with Genoa draw double chance at 1.73. 2 out of 3 results at 1.73. I think it's fair enough between 2 teams that you cannot say that they are separated in value by wow, Cagliari is far better. No way, right? I think that the draw is on the cards here. Maybe a draw with goals, a 1-1 draw, something like that. But one draw double chance on Genoa at 1.73.
Yeah, 3-0, 3-1 to Cagliari for me. Okay, I'm going to stay with you, Alex. It's Atalanta at plus 155, draw plus 300, and Milan at plus 150. I just see goals. I cannot go near Milan at plus 150 away at Atalanta. I cannot believe that price, even though the want and the desperation has got to be shining through. I've just gone with the Alex Classic in an Alex Classic parlay, Alex.
So, yeah, the Alex Classic is the, let's say, the reasonable, but the valuable bet here because of the situation, because of the desperation of Milan, because of the class of Atalanta. Let's put it this way. Atalanta, like Tan is saying to us, for the last 10 rounds, they are desperate to finish second, right? They will be desperate to finish second. That means that they will fight for it. The class is on Atalanta right now. The class between them and Milan. It's a little bit of more class, skills, squad, whatever, you name it, But they are coming after that Coppa Italia final loss against Juventus. That will probably play a little bit with their mentality, with their mental, right? Let's put it this way. They will want to revenge a little bit on Juventus and stop them from finishing in top 4 after losing the final to them in Coppa Italia, and give the match, let's put it this way, to Milan. I don't think so. I don't think that AC Milan will be able to outplay Atalanta in this one. I wish from the bottom of my heart, even though I'm an Atalanta fan, for Milan to win here, because I don't want to see Juventus next year in the Champions League. I want to see the changes. And I want
Italia, winning the Coppa
I want
Italia, does that not entitle any Champions League place, Tan?
No, in any competitions, the domestic cup award you a Champions League place.
Okay, what would you go for here, Alex? Yeah, Atalanta versus Milan.
The only bet is the one that you said, the Alex Classic here.
Okay. Tan, have you got anything that you want to add on that?
I have a lot. And so unlock your seatbelt and relax.
Okay.
The only good thing for Milan, which is not a minor thing, but it's a good thing, is that the destiny is in their hands. And this is already something. Because if they deserve, they will get the Champions League spot. Destiny totally in their hands. There are, in the many combinations, the easy one is that if I win, I don't have anything to worry about. While if Milan draw or lose, have to hope that one among Juventus and Napoli don't win. But it's the only thing. Then there are the things about the second place Alex was mentioning, the thing about the Coppa Italia final. I will add 2 or 3 details more that are pretty important. First of all, we didn't see a single Serie A game that was thrown away, that was given away, like it was happening until, I would say, 10, 15 years ago. But this year particularly, no teams has gifted any game. None. And Atalanta, who has been has set the example on many virtuous levels in Italian football, won't be pointed out like saying, oh, see, Cagliari, Crotone, everybody did their job, and you, Atalanta, didn't do your job. So they won't want that. At the same time, the second place that is already historical for Atalanta, now even more, they missed out on the Coppa Italia final. They have only that achievement to celebrate. And it wouldn't be even enough, Gasperini, I don't know for how pissed off he could be about losing the Coppa Italia final, but he has been educated at Juventus. He was educated there as in the youth academy of Juventus as a manager, long time. So, to be honest, there are even some small rumors that he could be considered for the next Juventus job. I don't think so. But so, for sure, he would not want to harm Juventus. And the thing is that, Flash, the way that Milan melted down against Cagliari was scary, was totally scary. Çalhanoğlu confirmed to be what we call in Italy a half player, someone that is never accomplishing totally his definition, because he was the man of experience, of skills that had to be there on the pitch and carry the others. Very young team. The Alex Classic here, in my opinion, is very low priced, so it's not soliciting me. The one I like is the both team to score in the second half, because Milan can't go down without fighting. In the last half an hour, the game will be mental. And when the game gets mental, then there are defensive mistakes and everything. So Milan maybe can die, but can die without trying. So both teams to score in second half.
Yeah, the problem you've got with that bet is if Milan go up in the first half, so maybe they're 1-0 up, that they'll just have something to hang on to, you know, and it'll be.
You can't hang on with Atalanta. It's impossible to hang on.
Well, I'm not so sure, because Atalanta started really well yesterday. I thought they put in a really good performance, but then when they really needed to go for it, and it was 2-1, I saw. Let's put it this way: the worst stage of the game was when they needed to go for it.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right, and I was surprised by Atalanta did that.
Yeah, because I was very impressed with Atalanta early on. I thought they shifted the ball well. They had runners. They carved them open. And then Chiesa came up with a really good move, 1-2. But he wasn't seen. He wasn't picked up. There was just, and Alex and you both have said this all along, there's a nonsense discipline in the Atalanta defence. And it's crazy. And
no, you're totally right.
Do we know if Ibrahimovic is going to be back?
I just finished. For how good Atalanta was, for how good Juventus was, how bad Atalanta was. But let me add that I can't believe that it would happen twice in a row, and after that happened just yesterday. And, there maybe you had the fear that you were playing for a final and you are not accustomed to play for a final. Here, Atalanta, even if they lose against Milan, is not a tragedy. So it would be a bit more careless in playing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yesterday in the Italian Cup final, they seemed a little bit scared of the importance of the game. This was my impression. At least in the second part of the game, in the second half, they seemed like, okay, what? We might win the cup?
Yeah, that's exactly
what's happening?
Alex, you're right. Because when they played naturally in the first, say, hour of the game,
you remember the importance in Champions League, the games that could bring them the qualification further in the knockout stages. Exactly the same thing. They were scared about that game,
Yeah, because they need to play naturally. Anyway, listen, let's move on. We've all gone Alex Classic. Tan's gone both teams to score, and I'm just hoping that Milan win. Next game, Alex. Bologna Bologna plus 1,200, draw plus 600, Juve plus 390. How are you getting any value out of a Juve win here? And Bologna, I tell you what, they're not going to roll over.
Yeah, that's true. It's very hard to get the value. Let me just answer first to Lilo, who is asking what kind of shirt is this? Well, it's the Sampdoria shirt that many knows. But why am I wearing this today? Because this is a Sampdoria shirt of 1991. Because yesterday was 30 years exactly of the historical Scudetto Sampdoria.
And did you see my facts that I just rolled off my tongue on when you put that tweet out? They had 3 overseas players, and I think it was only Mihailovic would have been the one that people actually knew about. They had a foreign coach, and the team they beat in second were the Super Cup winners and probably one of the best sides on the planet at the time in Milan.
That was a good fact about the Super Cups. I didn't stress the one about the 3 overseas players because at that time, every team only could be allowed in Italy to have 3 overseas players.
So is that what it was? Was that okay?
Yes.
But it just seemed like Milan had loads of overseas players.
The year after, it was open to have 5, and so Milan was bringing more, but you could field. Until the following year, you could fill all 3. Fantastic team. Bologna Juventus. The only way to find value here for me was in Juventus to be ahead half-time, full-time. I think the best way that Juventus got is to put pressure since the very beginning. And look, in 1 week, how they have been able to put upside down their destiny. They were desperate and lost after the Milan game. They then beat Inter. They then won the Coppa Italia final against Atalanta. Nobody would really think that. There is also true that the same thing we were saying about Atalanta, that they will want to play their game. I think it will be applied also on Bologna. Bologna probably are thinking, why should be the one that are giving away the game? Why everybody's pointing at us like that? So it won't be easy, but I think Juventus will be ahead since the very first half. Also, Bologna are going to miss Soriano, who is suspended, and is the player with the best quality at Bologna. So I had Juve at half-time, full-time.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I'm going to cheer on Bologna, obviously, Alex.
I'm going to cheer on Bologna too, but I have the same approach. Even though I'm going to cheer on Bologna to make at least a draw, and no matter what will happen in the other matches with Napoli and Milan. But unfortunately, I think that our bets will win here because I'm on the same bet with halftime, full-time at 1.73. Let's not forget that last week, they didn't use Barrow, they didn't use Gary Medel, Orsolini, Poli against Verona. So I was impressed of the fact that they showed that they are already in vacation. Yes, they drew 2-2, but it was a match against Verona, not very important. Like, let's not get injured. Let's not put all our effort into this match. So I think that Bologna are already in vacation. on the break, on the summer break. So I think that Juventus will definitely take the 3 points here, and they will do it from halftime. So halftime, full time also for me at 1.73. They will enter with desperation. They will enter full of focus and desire after and hope, because after winning the Coppa Italia final, they are pumped up, hyped for, and they know that Atalanta will not go down without fighting. Let's put it this way.
And obviously getting a helping hand from the referee helps.
Of course, Juve referee or how? So halftime, full time for me at 1.73.
Okay, let's move on. I think it's just a straight Napoli win. Napoli minus 450, Alex. Draw plus 660, and Verona plus 1600. Napoli win. They have to just make sure they get the point. So is this a game that they go ahead and then they put the brakes on?
No, they will go to destroy Verona. They are the most in shape team right now in Serie A. After that 1-1 with Cagliari, that was such a big mess in that match that they couldn't win. After that, they destroyed everyone. They played a nice match against Fiorentina 2-0 as expected. We won also that bet. Basically, we lost only one bet all round last week from everything that we gave. I think that Napoli again will win from halftime, and they will do it in style. So if you have a combo of halftime, full time, and minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap, I know that some of the books offer these combos, probably is around 2.2, 2.3. But I cannot play it only halftime, full time at 1.66. But I can make the combo at Bet365, which is at 2.25.
Would you not go with a halftime, full time parlay with Juve as well then?
Yes, I will do a double with Napoli halftime, full time, Juve halftime, full time.
Okay, I'm really interested, like I was last year with Milan. It's this time of year that you're looking ahead. Tan, what's the finances like at Napoli? What sort of players can we expect to come in and strengthen this side? Because I tell you what, apart from Inter, I've got them being the closest challengers next season if they spring on.
Okay, so the thing is that whether they qualify or not qualify to Champions League, obviously that is changing a lot. And I can tell you, it seemed already sealed, done and dusted for having Spalletti at Napoli. But in the last 2 days, surged too many rumors for believing that there isn't at least something like a contact between Napoli and Allegri. So could be that Allegri will be there, not to Real Madrid. In that case, possibly Napoli will have to do at least one big signing that maybe could be the Paul from Udinese. Maybe. All in all about this game, there is a very interesting backstory. So, who is sitting on the bench for Verona? Juric. Now, Juric is the manager that was picked by Napoli in case they would not qualify to Champions League. Because basically they say, if we go to Champions League, we pick an expensive manager like Spalletti or Allegri. If we not go to Champions League, we start again with some where they got less request. And that name on the list is Juric, so of Verona. So in some way, Verona, Juric could play his way to stop Napoli to go to Champions League in order to get himself.
You love a conspiracy theory.
No,
you really do.
No, that's not a conspiracy. No, that's exactly how the things are.
No,
De Laurentiis,
can't come into it.
That's exactly how the things are. The Napoli president, De Laurentiis, said because Spalletti and Allegri are having wages that are between 8 and 13 million of euros per year, which is not sustainable for Napoli if they are in Europa League. So they would pick someone else, and that someone else was Juric. So theoretically, Juric would like to push his team to say, let me help to get the job. Will that be enough? I don't know. But I have to say, looking at how Verona played in the last weeks, looking also how Napoli played in Fiorentina, So anyway, with a bit of fear in their legs, I don't see many goals here. And instead of going of Napoli being ahead half-time, full-time, which anyway can happen, I prefer to go with the under 2.5 goals. Because if Napoli don't start good, they might play with panic as they did in Florence. But anyway, I want to stress another time, there are no more games where the opponents are just throwing away the game. That is not happening anymore.
Can't believe they're going to get rid of Gattuso. I really cannot. They deserve everything.
Not only that, but this story is like a very nice story, you know, for ratings and for how much intensity will be in this game. Because the coach of one team is on the list of another team, and they will stop them for the Champions League. Oh my God, we are in the movies. Hollywood is coming to make a story on this.
That's Serie A. As we speak, as just came out the news that I was hinting something to Alex before we went into the show, but just came out the news that the Italian Referee Association has suspended several Italian referees whose identity still has not been disclosed, because apparently they have made up their invoices after coming back from the game. So in order to gross more. So Alex was asking me today at lunchtime, who are the referees of the game? And I was doing some research. I said, maybe it's normal they didn't release. That's the reason why. Many Italian referees has been currently now, 14 minutes ago, suspended by Italian Referee Association because they apparently are involved in this. So, yeah, it is Hollywood, wow. Alex.
Hollywood, really. Wow.
Okay, next game. Sassuolo, -105. Draw +350. Lazio +250, Alex. And here's the second leg of my Alex Classic parlay. I just see goals. I just see an end-to-end basketball match. I don't care who wins. But I don't see any clean sheets. Both teams to score, yes. Alex Classic, yes.
Yeah, I think at least 4 goals at 2.05. But I think that Sassuolo will win this game. I'm going with the feeling here. And I'm going with the team that needs this win. Basically, Lazio are already playing in Europa League. They cannot go up. They cannot go down. That's it. It's done and dusted for them. Sassuolo are playing for that Conference League spot with Roma. They are in direct fight with Roma. Roma that are traveling to play Spezia. Sassuolo are playing Lazio. Sassuolo by far the toughest match between the two. Who knows? Maybe Spezia will do again a surprise like they did against Torino last weekend when they trashed them 4-1. But I think I have a feeling that Sassuolo will win at even money. But the value bet is over 3.5 goals at 2.05.
Over 3.5 goals for you. Are you seeing over 3.5 goals, Tan?
I go more with Sassuolo to win because Lazio just have been dreadful in all the last 3 games. Seems like their focusing is gone.
Would you not go Lazio and both teams? Sassuolo to win and both teams to score?
Yeah, that could be. Yeah. But -105 is good enough to be taken. Sassuolo are determined. They anyway are going to try to get the Conference League spot. It's something they care about. Even if Roma win, they are done. And it's the last game of De Zerbi as Sassuolo manager as he's joining Shakhtar. So they will want to give a farewell in style. Let me just answer to a couple of messages. Andrew Maestruk, him as other people are saying, I came for 10 Madness, bring on the 10 Madness, break down the 10 Madness. I just tell you, stay tuned till the very end of the show. While someone was saying, was saying, soon Tancredi will have to be ref in Italian Serie A game. That is likely possible. I'm training for that, as you can see from my shape.
So you're going with Sassuolo -105. Next game is Spezia +450, draw +350, and Roma at -140. This is the third and final leg of my Alex Classic parlay. I can't pick the winner. I know that Roma are a minus 140, but for me, the Alex Classic, that'll do. Thank you. I'll jog on.
I'm taking it further.
You sent to me. Look, here is coming the first leg of my Tan Madness, because Roma with a draw are in Conference League. And Spezia, they want to seal with style their fantastic season. They are the only one of the three newly promoted team that have been able to stay in Serie A, and actually were the much less likely of the three. They went to Serie A only winning a playoff, so they basically knew they were in Serie A only 20 days before Serie A started. It was crazy. They always better their opponents. They always try to play football. Roma conceding. Yes, if you go with goals, is a good enough, but I see a draw. At plus 350, I free a draw is very possible. With a draw, Roma is in Conference League, because Sassuolo need to beat Lazio by 5-goal difference to overtake Roma if they draw. So a draw is good enough, very well paid. First leg of the Tan Madness, the second in the next game.
Okay, before we go to Alex, any chance of a thumbs up? 26 thumbs up against 90 of you watching. My God, it's like about 28, 29%. Sort yourselves out, will you? Alex, Torino. Oh, no, you want to go with Spezia Roma first?
Yeah, Spezia and Roma are one of my top and official picks in this one. I'm going for a lot of goals in this one. I see a great match by both sides. I think that Roma will win it at the end, because they are pushing for that European place. But I think that also Spezia will want to finish this season in style and show that their 50 goals scored in during this season, basically they have the best top offense, top goal scoring. They are top in the goal scoring chart from the 9th place and down. So in the second half of the table, even though they are sitting 15, they have the most goals scored. Of course, they are conceding also a lot. That is why we love when Spezia are playing, the excitement and the football for the neutral fans is there, and we cheer on them every time that we have the opportunity. But I think that Roma will win this, so over 3.5 goals on the match for me at even money.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wanted to say to Martin that he's saying about Benevento that are going down. I'm sure that they will come back in 1 year time again.
Yeah, let's take you to the last game. You can take it away, Alex. It's Torino minus 115.
I have a news for Alex. Wait, I have a news for Alex first, in case it is something worth for you changing or not changing your bet. So the referees for the Champions League Serie A games that are going to be played are Atalanta Milan Mariani, Napoli Verona Chiffi, and Bologna Juventus Valeri, who was the VAR yesterday in Coppa Italia, and that many times has been appointed for some mistakes in favor of Juventus.
And now all the Milan fans and all the people from Milan will say this is a conspiracy.
Yes. I mean, Juve have had unbelievable decisions. But anyway, listen, Torino minus 115, draw plus 330, Benevento at plus 300. Alex?
No, I don't have any interest in this match. It's done and dusted for both teams. I don't know. Benevento are down, like we said that Benevento are down. So who played that futures cashed already before the last round. Torino are very bad lately. I'm not interested in playing on that game at all. Zero. I'm
okay.
not gonna watch it.
Okay, Tan, take me away for my last Serie A game. It's Torino versus Benevento, and Benevento are at plus 300.
couldn't be different than taking you away with madness from that. This had to be the game of the games, even more for the Champions League, because it was a play-out final with drama and everything. We know it's not going to be anymore because Torino drew against Lazio. Torino, though, have been dreadful, even against Lazio, and they were saved on a couple of referee decisions. Benevento are harmed, bounded, sunk, but they will want to show with honor that it was them, not Torino, who deserved to be there. So I think they will play with, as we say in Italy, with blood in their eyes, and they will want to destroy Torino just to say, you go to Serie B, but we prove you we were better than you. So plus 300 on Benevento, here for me, it's the second leg of the Town Madness of the week.
Has someone got their radio on or something?
Not me.
I don't know. I've got a load of like feedback as if like someone's having a conversation on a phone or. Anyway, okay.
This is what I was hearing earlier. You know.
I know. Don't worry about it. Esteban, let's put the picks up, please. Okay, Alex's picks. Napoli halftime, full-time, -1. I know. I don't even understand why. Okay, so so Napoli halftime, full-time, -150. Spezia over 3.5 goals in the game at +100. Juve halftime, full-time at -133.
Okay, so for the Bundesliga show, you can have it with 10. You already have my bets there.
I know, I can't believe it. Again, don't worry. Atalanta, both teams to score second half at +125. Juve, half-time, full-time, -135. Sassuolo, +100. Napoli, under 2.5 goals in the game at a massive +225. And Benevento at +300. Flash's picks are just calorie, +105. Don't complicate it. And my Alex Classic parlay is Atalanta, Alex Classic, Sassuolo, Alex Classic, Spezia, Alex Classic. And that comes to a +310, which I think has got absolutely every chance. Okay, 2-team parlay, get that off, please. What are we going with? First game, please, Alex.
I think it's not so complicated here. I think that squirrel, and a good price there at 1 point. Probably Napoli halftime, full-time, and Juve halftime, full-time.
Yeah, I like that. Little halftime, full-time parlay is Napoli.
The Juventus one for me is fine.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do, yeah? Just a straight halftime, full-time parlay. Yeah. Napoli and Juve. Now, if you like this video, then please...
Derek Parra is saying, feels like Neymar is leaving Suarez and Messi.
If you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, and ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Thank you. It was a fun season of Serie A. This is the last show of Serie A. Don't start to cry, Flash. Okay.
And
please.
Flash could not even finish.
The good thing is we're actually finishing the same way as we started. Every time I talk, you two interrupt me. So anyway, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means that someone else will notify you when. When there is Serie A show again. Listen, I've got to thank you all for your support throughout the season. You've been absolutely brilliant. It has been probably the #1 soccer show out of all of them. No, listen, just because these two are great, you in the chat have been absolutely brilliant as well. So I thank you all, and good luck to all of us on whatever we may do. It's the last weekend of Serie A. You take care.
But the very last is in 45 minutes with Bundesliga.